Good morning. This is Father Rayappa from the Diocese of Vellore, India. Today I'm going to read Laudato Si, Pope's encyclical on ecology and environment, article number 144 from the chapter 4, Integral Ecology, subtitled as Cultural Ecology. So culture is our patrimony. Being an Indian, we are rich in culture, temples, language, dress code, food, thinking, relationship with animals like monkeys, gods, snakes, gods, stones, gods. It's all our cultural ecology. There's a meaning in it. We shouldn't laugh at that because it comes in our psyche, our ancestors, millions of years. It's not an invention of yesterday or today. It's an invention of millions of years of evolution. So I think there is a meaning in culture. So in India, we should be good to our Indian culture. When people talk about protecting and conserving our Indian culture, and we need to think about it, not to denounce it immediately, but read cultural ecology, and that will help you to understand what even our politicians are talk about. So Pope is giving a very balanced view. I think it will help us to understand the present situation in India. So cultural ecology, very important. So I'm going to read article number, 143. 143. Cultural ecology. Together with the patrimony of nature, there is also an historic, artistic, and cultural patrimony, which is likewise under threat. This patrimony is a part of the shared identity of each place and a foundation upon which to build a habitable city. It is not a matter of tearing down and building new cities, supposedly more respectful of the environment, yet not always more attractive to live in. Rather, there is a need to incorporate the history, culture, and architecture of each place, thus preserving its original identity. Ecology, then, also involves protecting the cultural treasures of humanity in the broadest sense. More specifically, it calls for greater attention to local cultures when studying environmental problems, favoring a dialogue between scientific technical language and the language of the people. Culture is more than what we have inherited from the past. It is also, and above all, a living, dynamic, and participatory present reality, which cannot be excluded as we rethink the relationship between human beings and the environment. So I'm going to continue also the paragraph of the article number 144. A consumerist vision of human beings, encouraged by the mechanisms of today's globalist economy, has a leveling effect on cultures, diminishing the immense variety which is the heritage of all humanity. Attempts to resolve all problems through uniform regulations or technical interventions can lead to overlooking the complexities of local problems which demand the active participation of all members of the community. New processes taking shape cannot always fit into frameworks imported from outside. They need to be based in the local culture itself. As life and the world are dynamic realities, so our care for the world must also be flexible and dynamic. Merely technical solutions run the risk of addressing symptoms and not the most serious underlying problems. There is a need to respect the rights of peoples and cultures and to appreciate that the development of the social group presupposes an historical process which takes place within a cultural context and demands the constant and active involvement of local people from within their proper culture. Nor can the notion of the quality of life be imposed from without, for quality of life must be understood within the world of symbols and customs proper to each human group. So that is what I read for you, article number 143 and 144. In 144, Pope is very clear. I think there is a great need to respect the rights of the peoples and cultures. Today, the monoculture, the Western culture, has a leveling effect on all the cultures of the world. It is called ethnosphere. Ethnosphere means cultural treasures of humanity. So the language, the art, the architecture, and eating habits, all these are cultural heritage. For example, in Tamil Nadu, Tamil language, and today we are losing the beauty of Tamil because of mass media, the television, the iPad culture, WhatsApp. Tamil people speak as if they don't know, as if they are not born in Tamil Nadu. They speak as if they are Europeans. Tamil is losing its beauty. Sangakala Tamil, how beautiful. Madurai Tamil is so pretty, but we are losing. The monoculture, the English culture, pervades every nook and cranny of our ethnosphere. So ethnosphere is endangered. So Pope is really telling, come on, respect the culture. I mean, it is an imagination of millions of people over the millions of years. So it needs to be protected. I mean, it took almost million years to develop this kind of language and this kind of dresses and this kind of food habits, this kind of art and architecture, but it takes only 10 years to destroy all of it. That is sad, he says. So I think in India, we are rich in temples. Wow, what a beautiful temples. We need to go and visit those temples. Other religious people should show respect. That is our cultural heritage, our achievement. That was our ancestors' logic, ancestors' thinking pattern, ancestors' mindset. I mean, the Kanjipuram temples, the Puri temples, Dwaraka, Madurai, Tanjavur, Pattadakal, Ayole, Hampi. I can add more to the list. Sringeri. All these temples are so beautiful, packed with wisdom, intelligence, beauty, and creativity. I think we need to go to every temple. We need to study every architecture. We need to learn even Sanskrit. That is our Indian heritage. We need to practice yoga. It's all our culture. We need to come back to our Indian recipes. Kulu, Kali, Sadam, Paraya Sadam, Puli Chadam, Lemon Sadam, Tair Sadam. All this is our cultural patrimony. And the modern generations seem to reject them all. But we need to bring them back. I'm not only telling that. I'm Pope, a great person on earth in Laudato Si. He is talking about it and he is recommending all the stuff what I have been talking about. And please read article number 143, 144. You will understand. You can make your own judgments. Thank you. God bless.